Again, thank you so very much for logging into the webinar this evening, taking time out of your busy schedule. Again, I am Phyllis Alexander. I'm the mother of four. I work for a contracting company at NASA Glenn Research Center here in the United States. I am a minister of the gospel, so my life is busy, but I work my part-time business on a full-time basis because my goal is that my business is going to replace my full-time job. So I'm going to introduce you to Planet Marketing. You are literally in the best place on the planet. So right now, if you could imagine financial freedom, what would financial freedom look like to you? And then if you can imagine personal freedom, what would personal freedom look like? I'll tell you what it doesn't look like. I have a grandson who graduated from the United States Army basic training. I couldn't go because I didn't have any vacation left on my job. That is not personal freedom, right? Because you do not want anyone controlling your schedule to where you cannot enjoy what you want to enjoy, and definitely enjoy special occasions like that. And then imagine time freedom. If you lose money or if you spend money, you can get it back, right? But when time is over, you can never get it back. Like today, when today is over, you can never get today back. You can have some memories, but you can never get this day back again. So in this opportunity, I am going to show you how to obtain financial freedom, personal freedom, and time freedom. It sounds like you're designing your ideal life, right? And that's exactly what you're going to learn how to do in this opportunity. So it's going to take entrepreneurship. So you're going to discover how to earn more through having a home-based business. And whatever business you do have, you need to make sure that it's in an industry that is growing. The travel industry, it is growing every year. It's getting bigger and larger, right? So you're going to discover how to travel to places that you only dreamed about. And also there are some secrets that travel agents know that people on the other side of the counter, they do not know. You're going to learn that. And then e-commerce, Bill Gates said that if you don't own a business online, you don't own a business. Why did he say that? Because almost everyone in the world is starting to gravitate toward the internet. And then we have businesses, companies all around the world closing their doors. And many people, hundreds of thousands of people, are without jobs. And why are they closing their doors? Because they too understand that people are in the comfort of their own home shopping online. So these companies are closing their doors and taking their companies, their merchandise, their products online. So you're going to learn how to do just that as well in this opportunity. You're going to learn how to save more on what you're doing anyway. And then if I told you you could travel more, earn more, and save more without getting an additional job, would that make sense? Absolutely. You're going to discover how to experience more, how to live life on a completely different level. Now, again, we are Planet Marketing, and this gentleman here, Donald Bradley, he is Planet Marketing's founder, chairman of the board, and CEO. Mr. Bradley is a highly decorated and documented seven-figure earner with over 20 plus years in marketing, sales, and product distribution. Mr. Bradley is a team building guru, and he is also a marketing genius. In the last project that Mr. Bradley was a part of, he was making between $95,000 and $100,000 a month. That's right. I said $95,000 and $100,000 a month. It was an integrity issue in that project. So Mr. Bradley said no longer. He couldn't do it. He did not want to be a part of a company that lacked integrity. So out of that, Mr. Bradley said he wanted an opportunity, a company where ordinary people could live extraordinary lives and they could depend on the integrity of the company. So we are committed to offering you a financial opportunity that provides not only now income, and now income is real good, but more importantly than that, sustain financial security, because job security is not what job security used to be. So if you don't have a plan B, you definitely want to look at this with not only your eyes open, but your heart open, because a plan B is necessary with the way the economy is right now. Because the reality of it is that you can go to work tomorrow and they can tell you that they appreciate you, but they are phasing out your department. And what would you do? Well, Planet Marketing is a 2-year-old company, and we have reps in over 20 different countries. We don't want you to be concerned that it's 2 years old, it's a baby, because Planet Marketing has now grown in 2 years to 26,200 reps all over the world. We are an online business provider, and we supply you with an opportunity to earn not only from the comfort of your own home, but wherever you can take your electronic device and there is internet access. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're an international company growing globally. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in our next slide. Mr. Bradley was very concerned about the leadership of Planet Marketing, so he looked out for the best of the best, and he found it because he understood that anything that you're a part of, whether it's a company, any type of business, a ministry, even your own home, it rises and it falls on leadership. So I'm going to introduce you to two of our leadership team, and one is Andy Cawthon. He is the president and CFO of Planet Marketing. You can see some of the things that's said on this slide about Andy. One of the things I will mention is that he has managed billion-dollar global businesses. What does that mean to you? It means that you can build your organization, your company, your empire, not only where you live, but in over 20 different countries, and also every state of the United States. Maybe you say, I don't know anybody in the United States, or if you're from the United States, you say, I don't know anybody from another country. All you have to do is take advantage of the internet. There are groups that you can join. Put an advertisement in a group. That's exactly what I did. And there was a young lady named Nicole. She responded to that ad, and she was my first sign up there in Trinidad, and she is growing a massive team there now. Now, Leanne Trockler, she is the COO of Planet Marketing. She manages our Planet support team. They are a support team that operates under a spirit of excellence, and they are very patient with us and treat us like the professionals that we are. The patience is very important because many have never done this before. So for you to call our support team in our corporate offices, and you're talking to someone that's patient and they are able to meet all of your need and answer all of your questions, that is very important. Another thing that Mr. Bradley looked for was the best in the best of travel agency, because he knew he wanted travel to be a part of the opportunity, because the travel industry is growing. I've already said that, and I'm going to say it again. But this gentleman here is James Ferrara. James Ferrara is InteleTravel's co-founder and president. They have been a leading innovator in travel for over 25 plus years, 27 to be exact. And listen to this, they are the originator of the home-based travel agents. Before InteleTravel, there was no host travel agency that could make it possible for us to work from the comfort of our own home. InteleTravel has accreditation and certification from CLIA to ARC, and they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They are recognized for excellence. The Better Business Bureau is a company here in the United States that we go to, and we tell on companies or businesses that are treating their clients, their customers in an unfair mannerism, we tell on them. And what the Better Business Bureau does is they investigate and they grade that company from A plus to F minus. Well, that A plus rating means that you can step into the travel industry as an InteleTravel agent, and you can be confident knowing that you are with a company that is not only 27 years old, but they are debt free. And that's important. They're based in Delray Beach, Florida, and they are in exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. What does that mean? That means that no one can any longer go to InteleTravel's website and register as an InteleTravel agent. You have to come through a Planet Marketing rep. So as Planet Marketing reps, it's like we're standing at the door. And if you've always dreamed about owning your own travel agency, always dreamed about being a travel agent, well, it's a Planet Marketing rep that will open the door for you. It's one thing for a travel agency to have accreditation and certification. It is another level for a travel agency to be recognized and awarded by some of the top brands in the travel industry. Look on this slide, you probably recognize some of these. CLIA, I've already mentioned that is the Cruise Line International Association, and ART is the Airline Reporting Corporation. We have here Norwegian Cruise Line. You have Princess Cruise Line, the Mark Travel Corporation, Vacation Express. What about Globus, family of brands? You all, these are top brands in the travel industry. So this is a company, InteleTravel, that has not only been around, but it's a company that is trusted in the travel industry. So for all of the scams that have showed up in Trinidad or have showed up in the United States, you don't have to worry about InteleTravel being one of them, because all of these brands, they trust them. That means you can trust them. There are infinite possibilities of how you, as an InteleTravel agent, can earn commissions. I'm going to tell you about a few, but before I do, will you please switch your thinking from being a consumer of travel to becoming a merchant? As a merchant, you can meet your needs and receive commission off of your own travel. That's right, you can earn commission off of the travel that you do, in addition to the travel of your family, your friends, your neighbors, your co-workers, even strangers. And in the area of the group cruises, can you imagine putting your family or someone else's family reunion on a cruise ship? Because there is something to do for everybody, from grandma to the babies, because there is childcare. Then the wedding industry, you have brides wanting to go to these beautiful islands for a destination wedding. You can earn commission off of that wedding. Can you imagine some of the wedding parties saying, listen, if we're going to Jamaica, we're going to make a vacation out of it. That is more possibility wrapped into that one wedding. And then we believe that everyone getting married, they're going to stay married. So that's an anniversary. They're going to get back in contact with you and say, listen, we want you to plan our anniversary travel. Then we have the area of the group travel. Do you know anyone that's on a traveling sports team? Even if you don't, social media knows almost everybody. So I'm sure there's somebody on your social media page who is in a traveling sports team. That's hotels, rental cars, large buses, and you have your corporate and church retreats. You have missionaries traveling over to foreign lands. That's more possibility of commission. What about your fraternities and your sororities? And even if you know someone on a direct sale, in a direct sale company like Mary Kay, Itworth, Thrive, you have Avon, you have all of your health and wellness companies, they grow from convention to convention. That's hundreds of thousands of people who are your customers as well. And all of that, as well as every other industry, has to go into the travel industry, making it the #1 largest industry on the planet, bringing in $8 trillion annually. Ladies and gentlemen, in 10 years, it is projected that the travel industry will grow to $15 trillion. Can you imagine tapping into just 1% of 1 trillion? That is trillion with a T. And then the #1 research category online between the hours of 9 and 5 is travel. Now, what should we be doing between the hours of 9 and 5? Those of us who are working. I just gave it away. We should be working, but many people are online researching, where can I go before I go postal on my supervisor? That's right, because we all know what supervisors can be like sometimes, because all of us don't have that wonderful supervisor, right? And then the baby boomers, such as myself, we are fueling the growth of the travel industry. I know we have some more baby boomers in here tonight, Mrs. Victoria and her husband, Ted. How are we fueling the growth of the travel industry? Because for the next 20 years, every 20 seconds, a baby boomer is going to be retiring. And what do you imagine a baby boomer wants to do when he or she retire? Travel. That's right. And then you have the millennials. We also have some millennials in this Zoom tonight and listening to the playback, I am sure. The millennials are spending $200 billion annually. Now, can you imagine, as an InteleTravel agent, putting together packages for spring break alone? Tap into that $200 billion. You can really do that. And many of us in this Zoom have already made that decision to get paid on what people are doing anyway. You're faced with that decision tonight or listening to the playback. Almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. So why don't you get paid on it? Why don't you be the travel agent and make between 70 to 80% of commission paid to InteleTravel? #1, you become partner with major vendors worldwide. Think about that 27 years and all of the partners that InteleTravel has gained. And they've gained a lot. You become partnered with each one of them. I'm just going to give you an example. Let's just say you become an InteleTravel agent right after this presentation. And someone says to you, when you tell them you're a travel agent, listen, I was just thinking about putting together or trying to find someone to put together for me a Disney cruise. I want to take my children to Disney. And you can tell them, I'll do it for you, because you can earn as you learn. And you've never done it before, but Disney becomes your partner. So you can call Disney and you can tell them that you're an InteleTravel agent and you're putting together your first cruise, but you need help. They're going to ask you for your CLIA number. And that CLIA number, it identifies you as an InteleTravel agent. And you get that the very moment your information is put into the computer system, an email is automatically generated to you. You'll look on that email, you'll give them that CLIA number, they'll look you up and they will help you put that cruise together. But guess who gets paid? You do. You get the commission, and there are no third parties between you and your commission. And that's good, because I told you we have goals and our goals are large. So that's very important. And #3, you're also able to reserve an inventory of group cruise blocks. Let me tell you what that means. Now, you have somebody that is not a InteleTravel agent, and they try to get a cabin on a Norwegian cruise line. Let's use that as an example, because Norwegian becomes your partner too. And so they're disappointed because they couldn't find a cabin. Well, you as an InteleTravel agent, there are some cabins that are reserved for travel agents. So you can call Norwegian and you can book them a cabin, and they'll love you and they'll use you after that trip. And we have the best in customer support and service. Ladies and gentlemen, you will also receive your own state-of-the-art booking engine. So instead of those you know, those you don't know, going to Travelocity.com, Expedia.com, or any of the other booking engines, you name your travel agency and they can go to you.com. and you earn the commission. You receive your own personalized website and an email marketing program that's awesome. You have so many sales tools to help you promote your travel agency business and the packages that you put together. And you're able to print advertising material from the back office of your website. You're also able to order your beautiful business cards, stationery, and direct mail. How much can you earn? I'm so glad you asked. But before I give you some examples, I want you to think about how many hours you work, how much you get paid per hour, and how much your check is when you do get your check. This first example is what we call pillow money. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and finding that you have an extra $250 or $500 on your Visa card that you're going to receive from the company? Well, this is an example. You have a frequent business traveler that goes to your booking engine. He or she books a 3-night hotel stay 3 times a month. Your commission, $150, $120. All of this is in United States currency. But would $150, $120 be worth it? I think so, because you didn't even do anything. You were still laying in the bed, still waking up to get ready for your day. Maybe somebody told them about your booking engine, or maybe you gave a business card out. I don't know. But the next example is a group of 4 comes over here to the United States, to Scottsdale, Arizona, for a 5-day golf trip. If it took you 1 hour to put that together, would it be worth it for a commission of $274.86? And then your next example, you have a bride and a groom going on a 7-day honeymoon to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. If it took you another hour, would it be worth it for a commission of $561.79? Yes, absolutely. And let me tell you something very powerful about that amount. Somebody says, maybe listening to the playback or in the Zoom right now, if I could just make an extra $500 a month, I would be doing better than what I'm doing right now. And then there's a mother somewhere who could put some food in her refrigerator, and she would be able to feed her family all month. And then somebody works all week long and they don't bring home a check for $561.79. When you find out how much you can earn by putting that family reunion on a cruise ship, booking 20 cabins, and it really doesn't have to be a family reunion, you can put together your own cruise. I saw a flyer that someone created, a cousin's cruise, my cousin and me. And you can put together one, my BFF and me, or you can name it Stella Got Her Groove Back and send her somewhere. Well, that cruise, $2,240.17, add all of that up, that is over $3,300. Is this plan B an excellent plan B? Yes, absolutely. And we have what is called familiarization trips. We shorten that to say fam trips. It's where our partners put together these amazing trips. They charge us little to nothing, and they invite us over to their resorts, to their properties, to get into their cruise ships. And they treat us like the kings and the queens that we are, because they know that word of mouth is the greatest source of advertisement. They know we're going to come and we're going to tell everybody about how wonderful our time was, and we're going to cause more clients to come their way, more customers, right? Now, if you look over to the right, you see where it says acquire vendor-specific certifications. Maybe you responded to an ad that said you could become a destination wedding planner, or you could become a Disney vacation specialist, or a specialist for any of the cruise lines or the hotel. Well, that's absolutely true. And it gets better because you can do that for the best price, which is free. Now, I'll use as an example Disney again, because almost everybody loves Mickey and Minnie. You can train directly with Disney in their travel agent portal. That's phenomenal, right? I'm not sure what you're used to what environment you're used to training in, but this is how InteleTravel agents train. This is one of our InteleTrips, a 2-night Bahama cruise for $289 ocean view and $329 balcony. It gets better because you can take a non-agent with you for the same price. Let me give you another example of how we train. A 7-night Southern Caribbean cruise aboard the Royal Caribbean and take somebody with you who loves to golf, right? For this amazing price of $399 for an ocean view, $559 for a balcony. Now, InteleTravel has three InteleTrust guarantees. Number one, the best travel price guarantee. When you put together packages for your clients and your clients go online within 7 days to see if they can find a lower price for that same package, it has to be the same. Apples to apples, oranges to oranges. If they do, InteleTravel will meet it or beat it. Who does that? InteleTravel, absolutely. And then your next guarantee is your 30-day no money ask, 100% money back guarantee. If after running your own travel agency business for 30 days, you decide, or within 30 days, you decide this is not for me, or for whatever reason, as long as you send an email to the corporate offices of InteleTravel and it gets there before midnight that 30th day, they will give you back 100% of your enrollment fee. The next guarantee is your 1-year risk-free profit guarantee. If after running your own travel agency business for 1 year, you have not saved any extra money or you have not earned any money, InteleTravel says that they will give you back the difference of what you have invested in running your own travel agency business. Now, these guarantees are absolutely phenomenal because really you have nothing to lose, because you can get into this vehicle, you can drive it for 29 days, and you can find out that it is absolutely not only what you thought it was, but it is even greater than that. Is that good or is that good? Now, how do you get started? For $179.95 one-time enrollment, you can become an InteleTravel agent. You can travel the world and you can have all the fun that you can. You can make it possible for other people to book travel, or you can book it for them. And that is $39.95 a month. It maintains your booking engine and your InteleTravel website, which keeps track of your clients and also your commission. For $19.95 enrollment, you can become a Planet Marketing rep, and you can stand at the door and you can hold it open for those who want to start their own travel agency business. That's $19.95 a month. But ladies and gentlemen, for $199.90, you can not only own one business, but you can own two. You can be that travel agent, but you can also be that Planet Marketing rep. So when all of the commission is spent, all of the fun is over, you can feel rewarded that you are responsible for being the one to help not only your family, but help the masses to secure their financial future. And also the marketing end of the company, you can make it possible for you and them to leave an inheritance for their children and their children's children. Now, I want you to understand right now that you really should not allow a 3-digit figure to stop you from stepping into a 6-figure income, because this $59.90 monthly fee for 2 businesses, it is absolutely the amount that every top earner in the company is paying that's walking and earning 6 figures. I've just explained to you the travel side of the opportunity. This amazing opportunity has 2 sides. The one is you becoming an InteleTravel agent, and you can become an InteleTravel agent all by itself. You do not have to recruit. You do not have to build a team. You can be that travel agent, and trust me when I tell you, there are some travel agents who are earning 6 figures booking travel alone. But you can also capitalize on the entire opportunity, and you can maximize your earning potential by becoming a Planet Marketing rep as well. Right now, what I'm gonna do